Hey everybody, welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. I hope you're doing well and keeping out of mischief. Very important indeed. Have I got? I thought I had dirty hands there for a second. I've been playing with the fire, just putting more, more stuff on there, on the log burner. Just burn everything, all of it in there. So for a second there, I was like, "Is that dirt?" I don't know. Anyway, this is a current events reading that's just popped in from Psychic Biker Gal. Oh yeah, very nice name. How you doing, darling? Who asked or was wondering. I feel a voice coming on. I wonder if. It's funny for me. I don't care if it's funny for you or not. It's just. I wonder if it sounds exactly like her. Sounds exactly like. If you close your eyes, if you're not driving, close your eyes. It sounds exactly like her. Psychic. I wonder if you could kindly do a reading on the COVID inquiry. Interesting. Just heard Matt Hancock. Not to be confused with a cockerel. It's Matt Hancock. So that would really confuse YouTube censorship now, wouldn't it? Excuse me, I'm laughing myself too silly. I just heard Matt Hancock is lying and projecting his lies onto others. Many kind thanks. Oh, thank you very much indeed. And that sucking up at the end there was enough for me to go, you know what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put some other stuff aside. This sounds interesting. Feel a bit nosy. Want to find out myself. So, what is going on with the COVID inquiry? As Psychic Biker Gal, it has heard vicious rumours, things and stuff and malarkey. And while I'm getting sorted, just a reminder, as the queue is now free right now, over on Greatest Good Tarot for personal private readings. Look, there's only 2 steps you need to do now. Not the 3, the 2 steps. I fixed some things. I broke other stuff, but I fixed some things. The link is in the description down below if you want personal private readings. The queue is now pretty much empty. So specifically, if you're looking for kind of like the Celtic Cross stuff, that is completely empty. I do those in batches because they take so long to do each reading. I want to make sure that each one gets the time it deserves. Do you know what I mean? So that is entirely free on that side. There are 1 or 2 specific question ones to do that I'm hoping to do this weekend. But yeah, it's free. Go fly, my pretties. That is the only way that you can get a personal private reading from me. If anyone ever solicits anything in the comments down below, please. And I have seen it happen before. Other village members stepping up and going, excuse me, this doesn't smell right, to other people. It actually turned out to be me talking to that other person, and the third party person was like just making sure, which was beautiful. I was like, chef kiss. Mwah, beautiful. Very lovely of people to check what's going on in the comments. It's very nice to see everyone looking after each other. But yes, go across there. The link is in the description. That is also the place where you can find the link to join the Village Elite members who get extra videos over here on YouTube. That is, I believe, the first link in the description if that interests you. And now comes with multiple amounts of money that you can do. Admittedly, YouTube chose the amounts apart from the $5 that I set up. And for the additional amounts, you get absolutely nothing extra. It's just because some people said, I want to, could I don't know why. The fools who want to give me more money for coffee. I ain't saying no. I quite like coffee. So here we go. These feel lovely and ready to go now. So here we go. But yeah, first link in the description. You can now choose the amount per month, what level you wish to subscribe to, if you so wish, here on Village Elite side of things. Page of buttons. That feels a bit dodgy. 5 of cups, disappointment. Making a This is bizarre. This is bizarre. Because the 5 of cups and the 8 of swords are different groups of people. As Stuttering Starmer would like to say, working people. These feel like the scientists and the doctors and the nurses and people like that who are, I don't know if I haven't really been paying attention to the inquiry. Okay. And they thought this was going to be an opportunity to actually expose things. 5 of cups, they're disappointed about that. Meanwhile, this feels more like Hancock and all the others who feel trapped because, the 9 of cups, the wish coming true, the happily ever after kind of feeling, you know, as I've got an itch. I'm not going to tell you where the itch is, but I've got it. Comment down below where you think the itch is. You nosy sods. Now, this feel okay. Before we even get any further, for the new boys and girls who are just here joining us, we always do a base reading. So we get the energy, the foundations of what's going on, and then we build on top of that with other decks and stuff like that to find out more detail. I wouldn't be surprised as this goes further that it's already a done deal. The 9 of cups, the wish coming true is the inquiry is just for show. The decisions have already been made. Certain people are being thrown under the bus who shouldn't be. People who should be are also being, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But the narrative is already decided. This is not an inquiry of substance. It's for show. That's what I'm getting with the 9 of cups. Okay. They had faith in the situation. For the new boys and girls, we always look at the triangle that's made and where the cards are touching what and where and all that kind of stuff. The unknown card is one of the epic arcana, as we now call them. 4 extra cards in this deck. We know what's inside this egg, right? It's a chick. We don't need to break it open. We have faith. We have faith that we know what's inside this egg. So we're not going to smash and go, oh yeah, look, there's a chick. Let's try and put it back together again. We're not. We just lean into that faith. We know it's going to come out when we want, when it's ready. Sorry, that's fine. We have faith. It feels as if people had faith in this inquiry, especially on the doctors, nurses side, and are disappointed a little bit about this. They were leaning in. They were hopeful that actual lessons were going to be learned. Things were able to be talked about, and it's being maneuvered in a way. New cycle. Knight of Cups. This feels like a heart on sleeve, but it's like more of a narrative, like I was saying up here. 8 of Cups, Tower card, and that's what I was thinking, holding the ground, the security of it. The 4 of Pentacles at the end here is what I was like, it's like for the greater good, yeah? We can't throw everyone under the bus. Ones that are not politically aligned with us or are easy targets or anything like that. The image I'm getting, and I wish I knew his name, but he was a bald fella with partly bald with the side bits, right, and a beard. And he was a doctor who gave a report about Iraq before we went in and stormed in with Tony Blair. And then he allegedly, because it's very, the evidence is a bit, about it. But this is like 2003, kind of unalive, kind of himself, allegedly. by twice. So it's a bit of a but the inquiry happened and then it was brushed under the carpet. This is what it feels like here. The lessons won't actually be learned. The decisions and narrative has already been decided, and that's the thing, because it's for the greater good down here. The holding on tight for dear life, comfort blanket, security, that kind of thing with the Four of Pentacles. I feel a lot of professionals, medical professionals, are going to kind of abandon this and kind of like with the Eight of Cups. It doesn't feel like on the move. It's more like let go. It's just like this is just a spectacle. This is just a circus, just letting it go. Hence the Tower card, realizing what's actually going on. This new cycle, this new way of doing things. You know, some of it's a bit stupid because it's like 2020 hindsight, right? But some of it is purposefully finding scapegoats and then just like letting it go. It feels like it's just ridiculous. Overarching energy, Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles here feels very strongly like a new way of doing things, a new start, a new opportunities, letting go of this baggage. It's not necessarily a project and not necessarily planting that seed of opportunity. It's more of getting away from this baggage, this albatross kind of shackled thing, right? Five of Pentacles. Well, we've got the 4 and the 1 here, so we've got the 5. Yeah. This feels like the people, like certain people. Matt Hancock I never understood why he was on the front bench. I never understood why he was an MP. He is such a donut, in my humble opinion. So it's like he should be worried because he clearly seemed to be very underqualified for how far he got from his brown nosing. Do you know what I mean? Similar energy that I get with Kimmy Badenoch, actually. Not the slyness of Hancock, but just the underqualified kind of energy. Do you know what I mean? Just not quite hasn't I don't want to say substance because that makes it sound bad. It's like hasn't got that depth of knowledge. You're like just background stuff you pick up along the way, kind of that kind of archive of experiences and stuff. Do you know? They just all seem a bit green behind the ears, both Kimmy and Hancock. The amount of times when I was, back in the day, when Andrew Neil would be doing that, what's it called? Daily Politics on BBC Two. I don't watch it anymore, but I mean, there were so many times that Matt Hancock was on there. And then they go to a different angle because Andrew Neil is talking to the teleprompter, kind of like the next link. And Hancock would be just sitting there on his phone, kind of like in a WhatsApp group or something, kind of like getting his next feed of information. He should say what I assumed would be, what he needs the talking points for the next thing or whatever. It just seemed very bizarre to me that he's just not in the room. He's always, it's always an inconvenience, Anyway, so this feels as the baseline energy as if the medical side of people wanted to get, much more in depth and much more information and kind of sciencey approach. But it's very much not that. It's more of a name and shame and get rid. Enterprise. Let me get prediction deck out. So, truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. Truth, knowledge, wisdom for this spread, please. There. Always be appreciative. Right. Social media again. Daddy Elon Musk. Very, very beautiful. But it's shaking up because people are exposing it. people are talking about it again. People are kind of like not letting it rest. Unexpected outcome. This is what I'm on about. It's kind of, this is in complete stark contrast. This is a third party. Yeah, so we've got party one over here with the science. Party two over here is who can we throw under the bus to blame for stuff. And then it's kind of the watchers. People like Biker Gal, who was even themselves is like, it sounded like lies and manipulation and stuff like that, and projecting his lies onto others and blah, blah, blah. It's that discussion outside. So this is why it's all kind of unexpected on all sides, but it's a worldwide thing. This is where they're going to get. This is where it's going to get a bit dodgy, because they can't say what's true, because too many bigger politicians have all kind of signed up to the absurdity of it was a bat in a marketplace kind of thing, instead of the extra bit which was the local market of the big, I was going to swear there, the big flipping, there we go, close enough, medical lab that we've been paying for the last couple of years. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's right down the road from it. They don't want them saying that bit. They just want to keep it to the marketplace and this random bat. We'll call him Gerald for the rest of just in case it comes up again. But it's this kind of thing. It's almost as like this is not going to be the end of it. They think this is going to be the end of it, but it's not, because it's almost as if other people's paperwork and other people's inquiries and reports and stuff like that are just not going to stack up. You're going to have one country, and I'm just going to pull this out my flappy bot, right? You're going to have one country like America, Trumpy Trump, maybe releasing a report or releasing the data along with the assassinations of JFK and the UFO stuff and all that kind of, all the stuff that he said he's going to release pretty much day one, right? All of it into the public domain. So all of a sudden, that data is not going to sign up to and line up to this inquiry as an example. Okay? And then it's like, so why are you throwing these people under the bus when you know, all this data shows? You just see what I'm saying? Because, you know, all the other inquiries around the world are all going to say slightly different things. And so it doesn't add up. Who's inquiring what for what, you know? And I think that's what the unexpected result is. There's some sort of shake-up here. Business tycoon. Food shortage again. Politics and government. That feels like Big Pharma. It was the first, well, as I put down the business tycoon, that was the first thing that came out was pharma. But the food shortage feels like the shortage of data more than the shortage of food. It's like we can't show, what is it, mRNA kind of, that kind of technology. The lack of data there and stuff like, there's something going on where the politics, see what I mean though? It's already a done deal. The story's already been made. It's just for show. This collaboration here, there is some sort of kind of why does it have to be a bit controversial? I like my YouTube channel. I'd like to keep it. It's not nice. the shortage of data of the after effects of that. And bearing in mind, America, the American government owned part of the patent, I believe, or patent, with their version of it. I can't remember. It's been a long day. I can't remember. It's been years since this. So it's like the AstraZeneca was here. That one was something else. Anyway, their version was paid for and owned partly by the government over there. Our version over here was equally owned partly by the government over here. So it was like it was a done deal, but they don't want to talk about the side effects. Excessive deaths, random blood clots, etc. I'm trying to be difficult for the YouTube channel, right? And because they censor it all, they just got to, it's that kind of energy though. All right, this partnership, and they're purposely keeping tabs on. If you already got the answers and you're only doing it for show, you know where you're hiding the bodies, kind of thing. It's that kind of energy. Big news, yeah. Support role again. Social media again. So Daddy Elon Musk starts the social media at the end here. This is going to be called out by everybody on social media, Twitter and stuff like that. It's not going to be Blue Sky or whatever the flip it's called. I wish they'd go already. Stop making a noise. Just go. We don't need you. It's a nicer place since it's just chilled out and relaxed instead of like rah, 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 rah on Twitter these days. But yeah, this big news here feels as if people calling it out. This, like, if you're purposely selecting the sorts of people that you do want to hear and don't want to hear, if you're purposely knowing the outcome of who you're going to throw under the bus and why. There's outside forces here with the support role that are purposely helping out on this. It's not it doesn't, even though they say it's independent, it doesn't feel independent. Especially with the support role, there's someone else, some other people involved here. But the social media is calling it out yet again. Celebrate success. In the darkness again. Trying to hide it in the darkness. But yeah, it feels as if there's a lot of people going to call this out, and they'll try and ignore it. They'll try and publish the papers. They'll try and do anything they can to make whatever they want as official documents, but it's not going to happen. People know the true history instead of the history they're trying to project. It's that kind of energy. So how's this going to go then with the next tarot deck? How's this going to go down for the greatest good? And any advice, please? Thank you. Always be appreciative. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Dee-dee-dee-dee. I'm running out of space again. Right. Page of Pentacles again. Two of Pentacles again. Hold on, I've just had this. No, okay. The Star card. So the Page of Pentacles in this is like their report. Here we go, lads. We've got an idea. We're going to make it happen. We're going to balance this out. This is out. We're trying to push it in the right direction. But they know they're going against what's true. Divinely guided. They're going against their better judgment, their intuition, their downloads, their nudges, whatever you want to call it, right? Four of Pentacles, they're holding on tight. They're on the bottom here, trying to hold on tight to the status quo. Temperance, this balancing out again. With the Two of Pentacles here, it feels like both balancing acts. The page, the reason why I've run off here a little bit, the Page of Pentacles, because obviously it's on Daddy Elon Musk and social media and that kind of stuff, right? I know we've got social media down here. These are all the tweets. These are all the posts. These are people holding people account. I've just seen that it's the Knight of Swords come out here as well. The truth, knowledge, and wisdom rushing in. Notice that it's the Ace of Swords here entrapped kind of like thing. Nine of Swords here, worst nightmare, can't sleep, sleepless nights, that kind of energy. But then the truth comes out. So this is the story. This is the truth. Ten of Pentacles. Here we go. No, Hawk Lady. Very lovely indeed. Look at those bad boys right there. The Ten of Pentacles. Let me just put these down for a second, just so I can go underneath. The Ten of Pentacles. True value, true worth, true yumminess on top of big news. Okay. Hawk Lady is, it's almost as if this support role, they're going to get they're going to get their what they deserve as well, what they expect. They're going to fail upwards, it feels like, don't they all? But Hawk Lady, it's like, and we had this very similar to the dying, assisted dying bill, is that they've got what they wanted, like the eroding river. They haven't got everything that they wanted, but they've eroded away enough to get what they wanted. So there is a win here, and there's truth, knowledge, and wisdom is coming out to try and like stop this, or to go against the narrative they're trying to spin. This generally does feel like a cover-up. Hollow victory. Hollow victory, because, like I said, the big news comes out. Ten of Pentacles. End of a cycle, beginning of a new. The truth is out there. Actual statistical information. Other people are talking about it. Like I said, as an example, America releases the data that actually proves, maybe before they even publish, that what actually happened, their own documents, and then it's like it goes against everything that this inquiry was inquiring about. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's a whole completely different thing. So, like, and I'm not saying it is her, but it feels as if this support role would be akin to, and it isn't, but it would be akin to like a Sue Gray and others. So, you know, they've done their best to make this narrative, and we'll get their just desserts eventually. Drone strike, yeah, multiple kind of tweets coming out. But the true information will come out. The balancing act here with the temperance, with the rushing out. There'll be a lot of true information. The Chariot card, determination. Was that the Sun card underneath? No. Okay. But it is moving on to calmer shores. I'm sure I saw the Sun card. Ten of Cups. No. Okay. Fair enough. I lied. I'm lying about the Sun card. I'm so sorry. Underlying energy is the Hierophant. Law and order. It feels like. I know it's organizations, organized religions, that kind of thing, but it feels like dogma, kind of law and order. It feels like, and I'm sorry to say this, and this is just an example because they mentioned Biker Girl mentioned it in her question, so I'm just using it as an example. Like, as an example, they try and prosecute Hancock for what they've learned, bunny floppy ears, from this thing here. But then it actually turns out with this data that's come out from other places that actually what they printed and all that kind of stuff was a bit BS. So it's like then the real data comes out and the new kind of ways of doing things happen. Does that make sense? It's like, whoa kind of energy. Why are you going after this fella? Yes, is a bit of a numpty, a bit of a donut, but this data shows ... Do you see what I mean? It's that kind of thing. So can we have truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please? Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. This is an interesting one. I like I said, I haven't really been paying attention to the COVID thing because it's just like it's years ago. Committed to it, and I know there's deaths and all that kind of stuff, and there's people that should be answering to certain things, but it's like it's one of those scenarios where even if you can't even like I said previously, you can't agree You call one thing's like, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. It's like, oh yeah, because a bat would just naturally mutate a random kind of thing, even though it's been proved several times that it clearly has the hallmarks of human intervention of the on the virus. It's like it's lab grown and all that kind of stuff. Apart from that, yeah, sure, it's the bat. And talking about the lab thing, that's the conspiracy. Of course it is, because that's just not common sense. It's just not basic science. It's just like, oh yeah, it's just 600 yards down the road. Of course not. Of course it can't be that. But they're committed to it now. They're committed to this narrative. They're tying themselves into knots, I'm feeling like here. They're trying to keep this. Do you see what I'm saying? So then suddenly this truth comes out. There we go. Independence from it. Notice this one was self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-worth. Yeah? Suddenly freed with knowledge, freed with this data, freed with this information from there. But they're preparing something else. Hawk Lady is preparing something else. But there's evidence. The evidence is coming. The evidence is coming. It will be a hollow victory because the evidence is coming. The overarching energy, sweetheart. Oh, that's lovely. Purity, going back to a pureness of it. Yeah. Underlying energy, manipulation. I'd hate to say. I'd hate to say I told you so. I'm not going to. I'm not. Because I would hate to. But this is the thing. It's like if you're these people down here, Hawk Lady and that kind of support roles, right? Getting ready for all situations, and you're already knowing the answers to your conclusions before you've even started, and all that kind of stuff. Why wouldn't it be manipulated? What other card could you possibly come up apart from being a marionette puppet? It's all for show. Wow. But the evidence is coming, and it'll be a short, hollow victory. Wow. Nice. Well, I enjoyed myself. I don't know about you. If you're new here and you enjoyed this, please subscribe and ding-a-ling that bell. We try and do a multitude of different angles and different types of readings and stuff like that. And you can suggest a future reading down in the comments down below. You can also put your own comments down below concerning about the reading we've just done. Does anyone, if you've been reading along, anyone kind of come out to kind of all that one looks like so-and-so, or that felt like it was so-and-so, or that kind of thing, please put them down in the comments down below. And of course, please thummy like the video. It genuinely helps out the channel so much, and I am very blessed for everybody who does that. Thank you so much indeed. But until next time, when we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care, look after yourself, be well, and thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.